Stein, and Mr. Craig Headland. The Moorhead School District also wishes to thank Sanford Health for sports medicine coverage in our athletic contests. A special thanks to Moorhead athletic trainer, Mr. Tony Hanica. Now let's meet the starting lineups. Introducing first the visitors on our scoreboard, the Warriors of Brainerd High School. In goal, a junior, number 33, Ryan Gerlich. The one defensive sophomore, number 16, Chad Kane. The other defenseman, a junior, number 15, Ryan Kennedy. At one forward position, a junior, number 27, Brady Johnson. The other forward position is senior, number 8, John Finnegan. And at center, a sophomore, number 4, Dylan Wyckoff. Brainerd High School is coached by Mr. Howie Gordon. The Warriors entered tonight's game with a record of 11, 12, and 3. Now, here's the starting lineup for your Moorhead Spuds. In goal, a junior, number 31, Kai Weigel. In defense, a sophomore, number 4, Derek Lindbergh. And the other defense is senior, number 5, Colby Greer. At one forward position, junior, number 11, Parker Gass. At the other forward position, a senior, number 27, Ian Ness. And centering that line tonight is senior, number 10, Joe Gordon. Moorhead Sports Coach Mr. John Amman. The Spuds entered tonight's game with a record of 16 and 9. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you rise and show your respect for our flag, country, and the men and women who continue to protect our valued way of life. Please stand and face the flag and remove any headwear as our national anthem is played by the Moorhead High School Pep Band under the direction of Ms. Pam Redlinger.
Joe Corton standing in against Dylan Wyckoff, and we are underway as we enter the playoff season. It's tournament time. It is hockey playoff time as the Spuds and the Brainerds get the season underway. As the opening draw came to Moorhead, the shot initially put on by Colby Kerr was turned around, and now it's intercepted and turned around again by Joe Corton as he works it up ice. Glad to have you with us tonight with Rob Grammer. This is Larry Knutson inviting you to enjoy an evening of high school hockey playoffs. Tonight the Spuds take on the Brainerd Warriors. No stranger, these two teams, they play often in a lot of different sports around the area and around the arenas they play. Here's a quick shot sent right on, and we're off to a good start.
Yeah, Parker Gass getting in on the right side there with some good speed on the edge, and he's had some recent success letting that shot go, and he's looking to get started off on that foot again here tonight.
Parker Gass coming off a 2-goal performance in the Spuds last game when they defeated Hill Murray by a count of 4-2. And that has become a very traditional end to the regular season. As we play now off to the far side of Ryan Gerlich, and the play comes off, and we'll drop it now on the near side of goaltender Gerlich. 11 wins, 12 losses, 3 ties for Brainerd coming in. The Spuds are working on a 7-game win streak and are now 16-9-0.
There's a good effort from Caleb Alderson on that faceoff, trying to walk through the opposing centerman to get to the net, and it forced him to take him down, so there's a tripping penalty on Brainerd here early.
Got me caught.
Well, you're busy.
So the Spuds go on the power play. A slight improvement over the course of the season for the Spuds with that extra skater as they line this one up with a shot right on. Tipped in for the score. Rebound, power play goal. Spuds lead 1-0.
And it looked like the play came down. Good early puck movement and player movement by the Spuds. It comes down to Creer, who turns and just fires a low-angle shot in on the pads of the netminder. And I believe the rebound just kicked off a Brainerd defender and found its way into the net.
We'll wait for the official announcement, but less than a minute in at the 59-second mark, the Spuds have grabbed the lead on a power play goal. We meet right away out at center ice and wait for the announcement of that goal. The Spuds take it off to the far side. Ryerson brings it in, tipped away from him. Caleb Alderson brings it back near side. Here's Aiden Dufault. Down deep into the near corner, it rings around to the far side. Ryerson backhanding got, but it's intercepted. Taken away on a nice defensive play by the Warriors, and it comes all the way back up ice. Dufault after feeding it off to the far side, then it's tossed in on an icing play with 15:38 to go. Here's the announcement. Colby Kerr, the defenseman. Caleb Alderson getting an assist, his 15th. Ryerson getting an assist, his 13th. He's Moorhead's leading point getter. And the Spuds lead at 1-0 as Colby Creer knocked down his 6th goal of the season. Back it comes down. The Spuds will line it up. However, Haspargan brings it in with a quick toss into the near corner. Rolling around to the far side and played up against the wall and bounced away. Tapped away free, and it comes near side. Here comes the rush now by Brainerd. A long shot sent on by Sean Engelstead, and it ricochets off to the far side where the Spuds are waiting. Loose puck picked up by Colin Baumgartner. Off to the far side, Moorhead brings it out to center, leading it 1-0. And down deep, and it goes all the way to the corner and being chased, looking for a way up on top. And it's pulled down. Abe Carlson had it for a moment, pulled away from him, and it's whisked out of the zone, and that'll result in another icing play. And I suspect from what we have seen even this very early on that Brainerd will be using that play quite often throughout the course tonight.
Well, the Spuds have the start they wanted, applying a lot of pressure, and Brainerd early on just wanting to let the game settle down and relieve some of that pressure, gets an icing.
And bring the play back into the Brainerd end as it comes off to the side of Gerlach. And back it comes to Joe Corton. He shoots, and it's blocked away. I heard the rattle of the pipe on that one.
I don't know what it hit, but it sure looked like he had that short side corner picked. Good effort from Joe Corton.
One of the more improved players for the Spuds throughout the course of this season. Joe Corton coming in with 5 goals, 12 assists, and he centers that front line. Comes near side out to the point. Lindbergh sent it in. Easily scooped off the ice by Gerlich. Brainerd averaging 3.5 goals per game, giving up an average of 3.5 goals. It kind of corresponds with their record of 11, 12, and 3.
Everything's even.
It comes out to the point. And then down low it goes for Parker Gast. Circling around, tending it up on top. Back it comes, popped up into the air, recovered there by Ian Ness, and it's pulled away from him. He chases it, but can't get there in time, and it's pulled down into the near side and pushed ahead by Calvin Stengram. Down deep in the corner, Creer trying to slip it out. He does. Great second effort by Colby Creer, and the play comes in. Creer winds up with a shot, and another glove save. Spuds are attacking early on.
Yeah, and again, Colby Creer bringing some good energy. He's done that very consistently throughout the year, and a lot of times the Spuds follow the captain when he's out there putting forth that kind of energy. Good to see that out of Colby early.
Face off far left side, glove side of Ryan Gerlich. And we have one of those officials that must certainly get involved every time there's a face-off. What are you having for lunch afterwards? What are you having for coffee afterwards? And then we drop the puck to the near side as it goes down deep in the corner. Whisked out of the corner by Chad King. Off to the far side where the Spuds are waiting for it and pull it back again. Now a quick wrister sent down low, blocked away by Gerlich. And it comes all the way out onto the near side, and here's the rush up ice by John Finnegan. Down deep in the corner, Finnegan. The play comes back out to the point, and a hard shot there, comes all the way back near side where it's picked up by Ryan Kennedy. Kennedy throws it down low, and the Warriors are able to keep possession of the puck down deep. Now it's pulled away, and the Spuds turn it around, and on the near side, there's the walk-in by Mason Kraft, and he set it wide. All the way back out to center ice where the Spuds reclaim it and head in. Garrett Lindbergh sends it into the corner, and it rings to the net. Big collision behind the net. Battle there continues as it's kicked out to the far side and brought on a nice poke check away by Garrett Lindbergh. And it rolls all the way in. Here's a long pass out. Spuds are there. They pick it up. On its way in, Caleb Alderson. Down deep into the near corner. Alderson overskates the play. The Spuds still have a player in position, and Mason Kraft, he got bumped off the play, and it comes out to the point. Wind up there, and a shot sent into traffic, deflected all the way around to the far side. Back out and out of the point, and the Warriors are there to pull it loose and head in. 1-0 Moorhead early. Colby Creer with a goal at the 59-second mark. On a power play, the Spuds have the advantage. Outlet pass did not go. It's kicked around, battled for, slipped off to the far side and out to center, pulled in by Taylor Madison. It's sent in deep, put back onto play. Here's the walk-up ice by Colby Creer. Down deep and from behind the net. Back to the near corner as the play continues on. All the way around to the far side. And it just escapes the zone, and from there it's picked up by Cale Coop. And a shot on goal, the first shot attempt and save made by Kai Weigel. Came into the game tonight at 1.86 goals allowed. He's been hovering around that 2 to 2.2 throughout most of the season. And the recent success of the Spuds by not allowing scores has put his goals against average under 2. And at 93% saves. Here's a shot and a goal. No, they kicked out. That was halfway in. How did that come back out again? Out to the far side, wind up with a shot there, and it's right in. Calvin Stengram whistled that one in. Oh, I had that one in the scorebook.
Yeah, it sure looked like that was heading in. A great face-off play by the Warriors as they walked the center and found the guy in the backside who tipped it up over Weigel, but I believe it hit the post, and then it kind of hung in the air where Kai was able to recover and knock it out of there. And I thought he might even knock it in himself, but ended up going just behind the net, and Warriors just about knotted it out.
Just about. And it stays 1-0. Here's a turn and a shot off. Now Brainerd has found a little flow in this possession. They put some shots on goal and some plays on goal. And the faceoff comes to the stick side now of goaltender Kai Weigel. As they stand in, Joe Corton draws it to the outer edge. A quick turnaround shot blanked in. And then a collision with Dylan Wyckoff of Brainerd. Back out it comes, and it's sent in hard off the boards into the far side. Ian Ness tracking it down there, plays it behind the net. A quick turnaround for the Spuds. And the pass, stick handling his way all loose to Joe Corton. Walking his way in, sends one down, and bounces away off the stick, off the glove of Gerlich, and play continues back to the near side and all the way out to center. Hayden Dufault had it poked away from behind. Lindbergh helping out, putting a stick on it, and it rolls right out in front, and it's swept away back to the near side. Bouncing out to center ice for Ryan Kennedy. Down deep and behind the net, 1-0 Moorhead plays as they look for an outlet. Here's Joe Corton. Somebody got a stick on it. It popped up into the air, and it comes down at center ice, and play continues there. Here's a look in now from Kelvin Stengram. Down deep into the corner, and from behind the goal line, the play is set off to the far side. An extended period of time by Brainerd here on this possession. With 10:27 to go, they backpedal and set it up. Here's the return. Off to the far side, wind up and a shot. Rebound, shot and a goal! Cade Stengram. And the Warriors have come on to tie the Spuds at 1. Cade Stengram with the equalizer.
And you had said it was an extended period where the Warriors had some pressure. And they have multiple times here in the first half of this first period have entered the zone with some good structure. You can tell they know what they're doing when they come across the blue line and what they're trying to accomplish. If it weren't for the good back pressure from some Spuds early to disrupt some plays, they might have had another couple good looks, but they cash in on that one.
Well, that gives us a pretty good idea. We're involved in playoff hockey. Stengram, after picking up the goal, brings it in on the secondary rush. Comes back down near side, and it's played off the wall. Here's Aaron Ryerson. He scoots his way in. He turns the corner, goes behind the net. Centering pass shot got blocked away. Corton's hit was hit hard, and it comes all the way up ice. Played right back out on the near side for Jack Arnold. And the outlet pass got stripped away, and here comes the return, and a shot right on the glove, and a hauled in by Kai Weigel to keep the game tied at 1.
Well, that was definitely the boost Brainerd needed here. They did have a nice answer and a push back after the Spuds scored, but to get rewarded with a goal and knot the game back up and just normalize the game a little bit for them was important at this point.
Play will come down in the Moorhead zone near side of Weigel. And as the puck is dropped, it's kicked into the corner where Lindbergh plays it out to the far side. We've got a race for it there. And the Spuds are able to get there just in time, and it's turned around by Brooks Cullen down deep in behind the net. Now near side. Up against the wall and out to the point, played ahead by Garrett Lindbergh. It goes right back into the corner and onto the glove of Ashton Ekstrand. And it comes near side. Cullen turning, looking, can't find it. It's picked off in between. Carter Gustafson sends that one in. Stopping play now with 9:12 remaining. Moorhead boys basketball has Parents' Night tonight at the Spud Gym. They have a 7:30 tip-off there as they near the end of their regular season. Moorhead girls, after a section championship, on the way to the Twin Cities and XL Energy Center, and weather permitting, will be involved in the opening round on Thursday night. Here's a windup and a shot, and it's blocked away near side. All the way up against the wall. Return. Here's the turn and the look in by Brady Johnson. Off to the far side, played up against the wall. Return, knocked away loose, scrambled after. Moorhead there to pick it up. Joe Corton stick handling it nicely out along the near side for Parker Gast. And ahead he comes. Across the blue line, it's tapped in. Down deep in the corner, Parker Gast. Looking up on top, had it knocked away from behind where it's picked up by Ian Ness. He'll return it to the corner and then send it behind the net where the Spuds are waiting. Here's a quick return. They had it set up, wind up in the shot. Aiden Dufault, rebound down low. Shot goes into the glove. Spuds were on the verge of regaining the lead.
Well, now on the other end of the ice, it looks like a puck that's going into the empty net, and somehow it stays out as it bangs around off some bodies and ends up somewhere in the equipment of Gerlach.
8.5 minutes remaining. So we're halfway through this opening period. Moorhead scored first. Brainerd came back to tie it, and we are all knotted up at 1. Spuds now in possession in the attack zone. Out near the point, Garrett Lindbergh. Battling for it there, and it rolls out, lifted up and into the scoreboard. That one nearly got stuck up in the rafters, but with that, the play stops, and we'll redrop the puck and have a face-off Let's see where they spot it. I think we're going to spot it on the far side of the Brainerd goal.
Well, it was a clever play, actually, by Stengren there, as he had a player streaking, and he went for the high flip to just get it out into space for him, but Spuds got saved by the Cobber scoreboard on that one.
Out to the point, Garrett Lindberg sends a shot into traffic right in front of the net where it's steered away. Back out it comes, slowed down by Lindberg, and he'll track it down back in his own end. He looks at the defensive play, sends it ahead. It's right on the stick of Caleb Alderson. Off to the far side, wind up in a shot, blocked away. Gerlach is there with the save, and he steers it all the way back out. Puck was touched, no icing called in this play, and it's tapped ahead all the way into the zone. Brainerd taking this opportunity to change. Spuds likewise on their end as the play comes back up ice and into the near corner. They'll challenge it there on heavy pursuit from Martin Timmons. But then it's played along the wall and along the near side ahead for Caleb Alderson. He stick handles it far side. Mason Kraft walks his way in, taps it in, scores! Mason Kraft, who has a very deft touch with the stick. And from my vantage point, appeared that it was indeed Mason Kraft.
I tell you what, this is an incredible play by Caleb Alderson coming up the ice. Not only fights off a check in the neutral zone to keep possession of the puck, but find his way up through the neutral zone, enter the zone, and an incredible backhand pass right on the tape of Mason Kraft. And then Kraft showing the poise and patience that he has with the puck to step around Gerlach beneath the goal line and then reach back and tuck it in across the line before he could recover. Beautiful goal for the Spuds.
2-1. And was it Mason Kraft? Do you agree?
I believe it was Kraft.
We'll know now. And it is Mason Kraft with the goal, his fourth. Now his success during this last hockey season has been in his ability to help out. 24 assists on the year coming in. Now with this goal, the Spuds lead it 2-1. Back in the near corner, played up along the wall. As they continue to work down low and get position on it, it comes up and sent off rink wide. Played out to center, and the quick pass out, backhanded down deep by Steven Salisker. Back to the near side. Now return, and the Spuds turn it up ice with a long pass that got deflected and slowed, and that allowed Brainerd to come up with it. Here's a wind-up quickly by Brady Johnson. And the return comes up to the Spuds, walking his win. Cade Carver has bargain. Rebound comes way up on top, and a goal! Garrett Lindberg sent it in, but it hit a skate on the way in. And the Spuds now lead it 3-1.
Well, a great look up the ice initially to spring Hasbargen on a breakaway, and I don't know which defender did that, if it was Lindberg on that pass up the middle to spring Hasbargen. He doesn't convert on the initial breakaway attempt, but in puck recovery gets it, finds Lindberg up top, who one-times a shot, and Abe Carlson driving to the front of the net, deflects it in. Another goal for the Spuds.
3-1 Moorhead.
Scoring for the Spuds, number 12, Abe Carlson.
Abe Carlson getting the goal. Carver Hasbargen at the very start of that play set things up and delivered the first perfect pass that was executed all the way into the goal. And so with that, it's 3-1. And a quick goals have been scored in bunches here in the span of 4 minutes. 3 goals have been scored.
And the Warriors have had some success in the offensive zone faceoff circle on a couple of plays that generate offense, getting pucks on Weigel, creating rebound opportunities, and crashing to the net to try to put them home. So we'll see if they can do the same here.
And for Abe Carlson, his 4th goal of the season. Spuds getting scoring up and down the lineup. It was a subject of conversation through most of the year, trying to figure out the right combination of players that can score, and they've been able to do that here down the home stretch as the Spuds have reeled off 7 consecutive wins. Play on the near side for Garrett Lindberg. Nifty turnaround by Ian Ness. Puts it right up on top, and it left on the blue ice and then comes rolling out. Garrett Lindberg to track it down. turns it around and heads up along the wall near side end in. Lindbergh down deep in the corner, sets it up. Looking up on top, it is denied there, and he goes behind the net. Play comes back out. Will it get to center ice? It does, and that means the Spuds will have to touch up on the play, but not before it's taken back by John Finnegan. Off to the far side, and Joe Corton comes up with it after a big delivery by Colby Creer. Parker Gast brings it to the blue line. He's worked off the play, and it's returned to John Finnegan. High in the slot, the turn, the shot blocked away by Kai Weigel. Play continues on as it comes out, then back in. Near side, Aiden Dufault. He goes rank wide with it. It's walked in. Down deep, here's a turnaround shot. Nicely played by goaltender Ryan Gerlich to get in position and steer it away. And then the rebound comes up on top. Loose puck out in the slot, deflected away. Here's John Finnegan on the return. All the way down as it bounces off the linesman. And it comes all the way behind the net. They set it up there. Brainerd has completed their change. 4:24 to go. Opening period of play. Spuds have grabbed a 3-1 advantage. Touch now on the near side for Mason Kraft as he brings it in. Kraft down deep into the near corner. As he battles for it there, it's tipped off to the side and bounced all the way out. Dufault defending on the play, reaching in to poke check it away and deliver it out to Mason Kraft. He is 2-on-2. Kraft at the blue line just could not, Aaron Ryerson just could not hold the zone any longer, and he was across and in by the time that Kraft came in. Offside the call.
Well, the Warriors did just enough there with their defense, utilizing that blue line as another defender, forcing Kraft to go just wide enough to get Ryerson offsides there. Good job by the Brainerd defenders.
Garrett Lindbergh with it here, lifting it up down to the near corner. It rolls. Played by Sean Engelstad. Off to the far side and played out of the zone. That'll bring the whistle and an icing call with 3:39 to go. We had a bit of a surprise at the end of this season. Crossing over between A and AA with Sartell and Warroad.
Yeah.
Finishing in a 1-1 tie.
First blemish
Isn't
on
that
Warroad's
something?
record
Yeah.
of the year. To hand
They
to
finished
Sartell.
24-0-1, and it was the last game.
Yeah. Shows what Sartell can do on any given night, too.
They've been scary. They've been scary. Long pass out to the near side, recovered by Brooks Cullen. The return tapped away and then picked up by Engelstad before it's turned around there. Walking his way in, Sean Engelstad backhands it back out to center ice. Picked up by Sean Finnegan of Brainerd before it's returned back into play across rink. The return comes up, Spuds over skating on the play, but the long pass deflected and picked up by Easton Lammers. Here's a headman down low, and it was in on goal and steered away. Up on top, here's a wide up and a shot just wide by Lindbergh. The long, hard rebound comes all the way up, and we got a possible breakaway, but Lindbergh gets over there in time to step in front of the play and take it away from the Warriors. Behind the net, once again, it's played out to the far side and out the center as it was just ahead of Brooks Cullen. Spuds will make their line change now as it comes back near side for Aiden Dufault. Back to Garrett Lindbergh. The return, Joey Simonich getting a shift here in the first period. And as play comes to a stop, the clock will also come to a stop with 2:29 remaining. Moorhead has outshot Brainerd 19-6 here early on and lead at 3-1, and the Spuds will go back on the power play.
Yeah, as Joey Simonich came with some speed over the blue line in the middle of the ice, he made a nice lateral move to force the defender into a decision, and before Joey could do anything else with the puck, he hooked him pretty good to get him off the puck there, and he's going to go for 2 on that one.
Joe Corton stands in, and it's drawn out to the point. Here's a centering pass, backhanded down and wide. Played out of the corner by Joe Corton. Backhands it out to the point. Wind up in a shot from there, deflected in, but kicked away just in time by Gerlich. It comes all the way out to the near side, Aiden Dufault. Steps up to the line and sends it in. Rolling it from behind the net. Gerlich had it poked away. Spuds trying to regain possession on it as the pass out skips over the top. And on a quick return, just offside. Spuds were standing in the attack zone with that long pass from Kai Weigel. found its way through center ice.
Well, Gass was down low there and had a bit of misfortune as the puck hopped over his stick and he was caught down below the goal line when the Warriors cleared it, and he just couldn't get across the blue line before Corton was on the attack. But that's how quick Weigel gets the puck back up the ice.
He's not afraid to send it as far as he can throw it. Play on the near side of Kai Weigel. Drawn to Mason Kraft. And from behind the net, the Spuds set it up, and here they come. With the extra skater, Kraft goes rink wide with it, and it bounces into the zone. Picked up there, shot sent on, blocked up, blocked away, all the way out to the point for Garrett Lindbergh. He has it skip up in the air, and it's right back to Kraft, and they battle for it along the wall. Down deep into the corner. Circling around, it comes back up on top, sent off far side. Here's a look in, and the walk down low brought back up on top. Lindbergh turns, shoots, sends it in, and it's blocked off to the near side, just escaping the goal mouth. And here's Mason Kraft once again to Garrett Lindbergh. Around the perimeter it goes, wind up on a shot, got lifted high. Bouncing hard off the glass all the way up, and that will stop play. Still 33 seconds. 33 seconds remaining with less than a minute to go in the period. A long pass from center ice by Ryan Kennedy of Brainerd rolls down behind the net. A quick pursuit by Kelvin Stengram forces the play back near side. Mason Kraft, 44 seconds to go in the period, walking his way in deep into the corner. Aaron Ryerson. Kraft coming in from behind to help. Time running out on the penalty. Play up to the point. Wind up from there. Shot just wide. Back down low. Back up on top. Settling in, and the whistle stops play with Gerlich somehow finding the handle on that loose puck to haul it in safely.
I feel like it's a theme right now, but it's true that that's another shot that I have no idea how that didn't go in the net, and there's been a couple of other similar ones. The Spuds are getting tremendous looks, and Gerlach is just refusing to quit on plays and getting just enough in the way to keep him out of the net.
So with just a tick remaining, Brainerd has come back to full strength. Spuds regrouping, and sending it in deep to the near corner. Up against the wall, counting down from 18 seconds. The Spuds in possession here to add one more as they turn and shoot, and it's blocked in traffic. 10 seconds remaining in the period. Out to the far side, and it's lifted up and out of the zone. Spuds backpedal to pick it up, and a quick return is going to take us down to the locker room as it's played out of the far corner. The horn sounds and the teams head off after one period of play. It's Moorhead 3 and Brainerd 1.
Town and Country Oil and Pro.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to Casasa members last year. Dana wanted us to hire a marching band. Amanda thought that we should drop 2 million balloons. And Kevin, well, Kevin always wants to use the money gun. Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in CASASA rewards.
On Brainerd. Brainerd had to earn their way into this quarterfinal game. They defeated St. Cloud by a count of 4-3 in the playoff between 8 and 9. The winner getting to take on Moorhead. And Howie Borden is the first-year coach at Brainerd, and I like the way that I see things being done and the way things are being handled on that end of it.
Yeah, and Brainerd, it looked like they were ready for this game, and they've got a definite plan of attack that they're coming in with, in their offensive structure and game plan and what they're trying to accomplish. And it was effective for a while there in the first period, and the game was going fine for them. And then the Spuds just got loose a little bit and got a couple in the second half of that period. But all told, yeah, Brainerd I think came out and did a little bit of what they wanted to do early.
It seems that year in and year out, we can hear that one of the earliest or the early complaints from coaches is that the kids don't shoot the puck often enough or from an attack place. They'll throw it up there, hoping, but not coming up with the right idea of actually scoring. That seems to have been, again, the case this year early on. But later in the season, now they're attacking with the idea that the puck is going to go in.
Yeah, it's the offensive attack for the Spuds has been impressive the last few games. Their build-up coming in on the rush has been very effective, and they know what they're trying to accomplish, how they have been attacking the net, and how their defense have been shooting from the point in that first period. It looks simple. It's a simple play, but I know Garrett Lindbergh a couple of times, Dufault, Jack Arnold getting shots off, and they're shooting smart. So they're shooting through the traffic, not getting it blocked. When they have traffic out front, taking away the eyes of Gerlach, that's how you generate offense intelligently in just plays that look very common and normal.
How important was it to get that goal so early? It was at the 59-second mark.
Well, it settles everyone down. Everyone's a little nervous no matter what. If you're the 1 seed or the 8 seed, the seniors in particular know that any night now could be your last high school hockey game. And the young guys haven't done it yet, so they're in a different environment. And so you've got all the nerves, and when you get an early goal, it settles everything down and allows everyone just to play.
Around the section tonight, Sartell and St. Michael Albertville are battling it out. They are even up at 0-0 after one. Buffalo and Elk River is on the other side of the bracket. The winner of that Sartell-St. Michael game will take on the winner of this game between Moorhead and Brainerd, and that comes up on Saturday. So,
well, in Sartell, we just talked about, they just tied Warroad, so they can get you on any given night. And then St. Michael's a sneaky looking record right now because they don't have a lot of wins, but they play in the Lake Conference. So if you look at their schedule, their losses are coming against Minnetonkas and Edinas, and they have to play them each twice. So they racked up a loss total, but I don't think it's reflective of the quality of the play that they can bring any given night.
I think the word is out that they're a very quality hockey team this year. And Buffalo is another team that comes to mind when you talk about how good they could be in a playoff situation.
Yeah, well, they've got an outstanding goalie that's won a couple of big games. They did win a couple of Lake Conference games. I think they also beat Rogers, so that's some top 10 wins for Buffalo. And when you've got a goalie, as we've seen the last number of years in Moorhead, that can win you a game on any given night, it's always scary in a one-and-done situation.
And so it comes down to the playoff season. We're underway. The teams are in the locker room after one period of play. It's Moorhead 3 and Brainerd 1.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
As a small business owner, she is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to Casasa members last year. Ben wanted to spread the news with the help of an airplane. Jen thought we should celebrate by giving everyone a cake. And Eric wanted to make it into a movie.
$2 million.
Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in Casasa rewards.
Valley Alignment and Auto Repair has provided the FM area with vehicle service and repairs since 1978. They perform your vehicle service needs from oil changes and brakes to transmission and engine rebuilds. Valley Alignment and Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of Spuds Athletics and wish all the athletes and families a great 2022-23 school year and sports season.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
Interesting to have been a part of that intermission conversation in both locker rooms. The Spuds, of course, with the 3-1 lead, being totally involved to make sure that they keep that pace and keep that up. On the other hand, Brainerd is saying, you know what, we've struck gold, we can do it again, let's keep her going.
Yeah, and I would think that the Spuds are talking about tightening some things up because they're clearly generating enough offense, and if they're just patient with that, they'll get more as opposed to pressing that, where then they can expose themselves on the backside and giving up some chances. And then Brainerd's got to find a way to regroup here. That intermission probably came at a good time for them, where it felt like there's a little bit of an avalanche coming on them, and they needed to regroup and just kind of reassert what they want to do here, maintain their structure, have some patience themselves. There's plenty of time left to get back in the game. The last thing you want to start doing if you're Brainerd is get out of your structure and start giving the Spuds more opportunities.
Spuds going left to right here in the second period. We're underway as Lindbergh drops back and plays the puck with Creer. Knocked away out at center ice, returned down low, and the Spuds will pick it up there and try it again. Here's Garrett Lindbergh out to center ice. It bounced through the stick of Parker Gast and all the way back up ice. And so just underway in the second, it stays 3-1. Moorhead had 22 shots on goal. Now you put the math together, that means they've got a 66 as a possible by the end of the night. 66 shots on goal.
I'm going to trust your math on that. But
on the other
that'd
side,
be a lot.
It would be a lot, no doubt about it. 11 shots on goal sent in by Brainerd. And so with that in mind, Ryan Gerlich has recorded 19 saves, and Kai Weigel has recorded 10.
And oddly enough, Larry, that 11 I thought is a high number given the Spuds have 12. You don't usually see both teams accumulating a lot of shots.
Down low and played back now to the near side, up against the wall. Between the skates and set off far side. Brainerd on the attack, taking a quick look. Centering pass, no. It got blocked away and blocked off the center. Spuds in pursuit, but it's picked up first by Sean Engelstead. He carries it behind the net. He's run up hard into the boards. He's joined by Moorhead's Ian Ness as they battle right down in the corner. And it's kicked loose, and here come the Warriors. As they take a look up ice, it's thrown right on the stick of Brady Johnson, who turns it rink wide, then bound low, sent up, and he just misfired with the centerman. And it comes out to the Spuds on the attack. It's Ryan Kraft. Looking, waiting, sending it down low, walk-in shot blocked away. Aiden Dufault had it. Here's the rebound. They'll try it from up on top. Dufault from there sends it, and he scores! Aiden Dufault had one thing in mind on that possession in the attack zone, and that was to get a good look. It came his way, and he blistered it in, and the Spuds lead 4-1.
Well, Dufault does an excellent job initially of joining the rush as the second wave, and they're able to find him where he walks in and gets a great look in on Gerlach, and then the Spuds whack at a couple of rebounds that looked like they were going to go in too. And then play just comes back up to Aiden, and he snaps one through traffic, and that's what we talked about at the intermission. Larry is shooting intelligently through traffic when the goalie is screened and can't see it, and it finds its way into the corner.
To the near side and in. That turned around, sent off far side. Here's the walk up ice by Calvin Stangram. Throwing it down low, it's taken back by the Spuds. Here's a long headband that got all the way through. And it is Aiden Dufault. Colin Baumgartner also assisted out. And the Spuds defensive core getting involved in the scoring in tonight's quarterfinal matchup. To the near side, it's tapped ahead. Turned around off Kraft. It goes down low. Battled for it and away. Walking his way up and through. Carter Gustafson sends it down deep, and it's quickly played right back out by Weigel. Now on the near side it comes in Aaron Ryerson of Moorhead. Cycles back. He had troubles with it momentarily. Now takes the defender out, and he's in position to return the play, and it's knocked away. Good defensive effort by the Warriors as they put the play back down in the Moorhead end. Out to the near side. Up against the wall. Here's Ian Ness. He'll walk his way in. Tries to backhand it out, and it's intercepted. Here's the walk in by, and here we go. Down deep, and it's up on top. Colby Creer sends it in. It was nearly in, and a third time tonight we've seen one that sure looked like it was in. It just was not. And play continues on in the corner. Brian Kraft. No, let's see, that would be Mason Kraft. And that brings it near side as the play comes along near side.
Is that a portal COVID year for Crafty?
He's looking for a new, too many people listening in here. I can't get away with a thing.
Well, I do know that Ekstrand for Brainerd out in front of the net, Colby Creer had a shot towards that empty net, and he was able to get just a glove on it that just deflected it off barely wide, but another one of those where it looks like how does that not go in the net?
41 seconds in. Aiden Dufault picking up the goal, and the Spuds lead at 4-1. We're back under play. Comes near side for Brady Johnson. Down deep in the corner, he sent it off. He tries it again, bounced away. One of the leading scorers on this Brainerd team, Brady Johnson, misfiring twice. Comes back to the near side, and here's the walk up by Carver Hasbargen. All the way around and out on top. Quickly turned, sent behind the net. Played once again by Abe Carlson. Out to the near side, and a quick release. Blocking up, and the rebound shot. And from there, we will touch up and drop the puck with 13:50 to go.
Got a goal light malfunction down there.
It was on. The red light,
I think they've come accustomed to thinking the puck's going to go in just like us.
Face off near side of goaltender Ryan Gerlich. Drawn out, Spuds turn, shoot, blocked away, off to the far side. Lifted up, and it comes right down at center ice area before it's returned out of play. All the way across rink and near the area right behind the Moorhead bench. And with 13:41 to go, Spuds make a line change here, and they have a new group of players. Joe Corton rather heads in, and he'll handle the face-off, and it's drawn back. Picked up by Taylor Madison of Brainerd. The return picked off. Here's a quick burst of speed. Ian Ness goes down, and it rolled away from him ahead of the play and all the way into the corner. Played back now off to the far side. The recovery up against the wall, trying to clear the zone. And now it does, but the Spuds are there to reclaim it, and they settle in now out at center ice. To the far side, arm goes up. We've got a penalty coming. The Spuds will go back on the power play for a tripping call. It was a matter of poke checking, an attempt to poke check away, and it got caught up in the skates, and that's 2 minutes.
Jack Arnold in the counterattack burst up the center of the ice, and Warrior player just trying to poke check, as you said, and the stick got in the wrong spot, and Jack stepped on it, but tripping intent does not matter. If your stick is there and they fall over, it's a trip.
Cade Stengram draws 2 minutes. So the Spuds, who have one power play goal scored here tonight, leading at 4-1. Mason Kraft sends it out to the point. From there, Ryerson gives it, and it goes on the return, off far side shot, looking for the deflection in, and it just hit the stick really too hard, and it bounced up and out of play.
Nice look in on the backside as Creer had established some position, and Mason Kraft fed one in, and you almost have me saying Ryan Kraft now. Right into Creer. It's a good look there, just not quite able to convert.
On the face-off, Caleb Alderson stands in against Brady Johnson of Brainerd. Down deep. Alderson tracking it in the corner, puts it behind the net. Centering pass attempt got rejected. Play comes back up on top, and Lindbergh sends it off to the far side. Mason Kraft plays it on the return. Here's a break-wide pass and a wind-up and a shot, a hard shot for Ryerson. He thought he had that one. He had a good look, he had a good shot, but it was blocked away nicely by Gerlich.
Another nice look coming all the way across the ice as Ryerson has a look in, and he can find that corner frequently, as we've seen so many times this year. Nice job by Gerlich.
12:27 remaining. Spuds remain on the power play as it comes near side, wind up on a shot block. Recovery goes to Aaron Ryerson. He'll set up in the far corner. And from there, looking up on top, he's bothered now, but stick handles his way loose out to the point. A quick return down low. Bounce behind the net. Scramble for it there, picked up, and off the far wall, brought up on top. Here's a return near side for Aaron Ryerson, winds up to shoot. That one hit a stick on the way by and glanced up and out of play.
Felt like that might have caught the knob of Gerlich. But great presence by the Spuds with the puck, poised with it. Movement around on their power play to get the looks that they want, and get a number of really good looks on that power play again.
48 seconds remaining on the Brainerd penalty. Joe Corton of Moorhead stands in against Steven Salisker. And the conversations continue before play drops to the ice. Wind up pass off to the far side, looking for that centering pass, return to the point. Now near side for Jack Arnold, wrists it down low, walking his way in, shot Ian Ness had a good look at it, but it just caught the heel of his stick and play continues on. Here's Jack Arnold, high in the slot for Aiden Dufault. He stick handles his way down low from the corner plate. On top, here's Arnold on the way in, shot blocked away. Rebound picked up in the far corner, and the Spuds will try it again. Wind up, Aiden Dufault sends it off to the far corner. Play comes back near side. Wind up with a shot from there. Looking in. Time is running out on the penalty. The loose puck picked up and backhanded in. Time has expired. Brainerd is at full strength as play goes into the far corner. Stangram stays on as the play comes out to center. It comes near side and battled down Parker Gast. In pursuit, ridden off the play, and it comes back now as Ian Ness plays it into the near corner. Joe Corton tracks it down to the far side, then gives way, and it is picked up by Parker Gast. Down deep into the near corner. Centering pass right there. Deflected away, and play continues on. 10:36 to go. Second period, Moorhead leading at 4-1. Here's Joe Corton, and it's slipped off his stick and picked up by Dylan Wyckoff. It comes back up and out, comes all the way down. Dalton Songstead will play it there for Moorhead. Nifty pass along the near side, pulled in by Jace Blythe. Centering pass down low, swept away, and a nice save by Gerlich. And the score remains 4-1 as play goes behind the net. Battling it, here's a look by the Warriors. Up on the near side for Carter Gustafson and out. Comes all the way down in pursuit. Dalton Songstead drops it off the far wall where it's picked up by a teammate, and play continues near side for Jace Blythe. He taps it ahead, deep into the corner. Rings it around far side. Easton Lammers to have it. He got spun around, puck stays with him, and it goes to the corner where it's played, and a battle forward comes out, backhanded out of the zone. In pursuit, Garrett Lindbergh will play as he was trying to prevent the rush in on goal by Brady Johnson, who came in with some good speed. Back to the near side, and again, they'll battle it away. Chad King had it momentarily. Rink wide on the pass. Off to the far side, played back now to the corner for Colby Creer. 9:13 to go, just about halfway through this hockey game. The Spuds, Brooks Cullen winds up with a shot, missing just wide. Tried to feather that one in and finesse it, and just missed. Play goes deep into the corner. Abe Carlson had it slip off his stick and reclaim, but he tracks it down out at center ice. Great return hustle by Abe Carlson. Play turns up ice. Jace Blythe carries it on the way in, then got ridden off the play, and he tracks it down into the corner. From there, Jace Blythe or Joey Simonich comes back to Simonich now, and he handles it down low, and it's deflected away. Spuds reach in and pull it down. Here's the walk-in shot, blocked away. Oh my, what team effort by the Spuds, tracking down a loose puck, not giving it away, coming back up with a good scoring opportunity before the rebound is knocked out to center ice.
Well, it's getting, there's a little bit of football going on down in the corner down there. We had a nice 4-car pile up in the corner, and then Simonich and Carlson take advantage of that as they turn one back in, and a really nice look from Abe Carlson to find Joey Simonich coming out of that left corner. And Joey just not quite able to convert it, and as the Warriors go off the ice on the whistle, they're getting in a couple extra shots and some pushing and shoving, and they're getting aggravated, and why not?
Getting a score update here. Sartell 1 and STMA nothing, and that's in the second. So Sartell looks like they are pretty much serious about making a bid for a semifinal bid. As it comes out to center ice, picked up, and play return near side. 8:05 to go. The winner of that game, of course, will take on the winner of this game next Saturday. The Spuds being the higher seed, if they should win, they would be hosted here. And I think there's if Brainerd should come back and win, it would be decided as to who is the higher seed, I think.
That's correct, yeah. The winner of that Sartell STMA game would then host Brainerd. Yeah.
Play comes down near side of Kai Weigel, who has looked at one shot here in the second period and made the save. It comes rolling along the near wall and out. It's 3-on-3. And a nice soft touch pass ahead of Mason Kraft. He got upended. He's down quickly. Play continues on. Now on it comes near side. Cade Stengrim sends it in deep. Backhanded out on the near side. Played up against the wall and out. Scrambled for it there. Nifty pass. Here's the walk-in pull-up short. Mason Kraft brings it near side. Aaron Ryerson kicks it all the way across rink. And from there, the Spuds have it back again with the shot sent on by Jack Arnold. And the rebound, shot and a goal. Oh my, 7:25 to go. The Spuds have been working the puck around extremely well throughout the course of tonight's game, setting up goals that score.
So many good things all the way up the ice. A nice long outlet pass to Ryerson and the right side in the neutral zone, who's able to chip it on, and a beautiful little touch pass into Kraft. Kraft coming in, getting squished off by two Brainerd defenders, able to find Ryerson, and then they kind of circle back. They find Arnold up top. Arnold rips one at that wicked snapshot from Jack Arnold, and then Ryerson bunts it into the open net out of midair. Nice little play by Aaron Ryerson to finish it off.
Moorhead's leading point getter, leading goal scorer, Aaron Ryerson's 28th goal of the season. Here's the walk-in by Parker Gast as he tries for a goal. Locked away, it goes behind the net, deflected up on top, and the save there just as he was sliding backward into the goal mouth. But the play is stopped as it will be 5-1 now. Moorhead with the lead, just past the halfway mark.
You got to admire the compete level of Gerlach, is again fighting off an onslaught from the Spuds, and another funny bouncing puck coming in on him, and he's just fighting and everything he can do to keep it out of the net.
Face off to the stick side of Ryan Gerlach. Comes out on top. It slipped between the defensive pairs and comes all the way down. Dalton Songstad returns it rink wide. It's one-on-one down low. A little bit of trouble getting a handle on it, and now sent up. Tapped in by Ian Ness. Carried behind the net. Out to the far side, popped up into the air, and finally at center ice. It's played and returned. And down low, John Finnegan gave it up, and the play comes back up on top. Wind up there. Comes all the way near side. In pursuit, here's the rush by Brady Johnson on his way in. Shot blocked up and away. Brady Johnson catches up to his own missed shot and carries his way up high in the slot. Wind up in a shot blocked, and the Spuds pick it up on the block, but not before a whistle stops play, and we've got a stop in play. And this comes with 6:10 remaining.
And a great burst of speed up the left side by Johnson, and then he gets in and he does get Weigel to do kind of what he wants him to do by going down, moving across to his left, and opened up that top left corner, and he just missed it. Nice play though by Johnson.
And at the end of the play, Joe Corton draws 2 minutes, and it's the first Moorhead penalty of the night. And it comes with 6:10 remaining. The Spuds have built up a 5-1 lead, and the faceoff comes in the Moorhead end. As they stand in, Calvin Stengrim waiting for the puck to be in position to be dropped. As he stands in against Caleb Alderson. So Moorhead's penalty kill team. Now here's a breakaway. Aaron Ryerson walks his way in. He shoots, and it's on the ice still. He thought he was carrying it with him, and it came away. Loose puck now behind the net. A 1-on-0 breakaway by Aaron Ryerson results in a scrum behind the net. A battle for it there. It's 3-on-1. Play continues. Play goes down. That's Ryerson. He's got his skate up against the puck. It works its way loose momentarily. Now the Warriors come up with it and turn and head up ice. Out to center. And in. Near pass all the way off the wall by Martin Timmons. And then the Spuds pick up a loose puck and is sent it out to center ice. A battle for it here. Ian Ness tapping it down low. In the corner, played up on the near side, pardon me, for Martin Timmons. And the Spuds are there to pick it up as Caleb Alderson at least took the rush away from that attempt by the Warriors as they recover and regroup and send it up. Play continues. Here's a play to the near side. We go inside of 5 minutes remaining. Long pass up and over the top of Ian Ness all the way to the back wall. So the Warriors go down to pick it up. There are 34 seconds remaining. on the Moorhead penalty. Again, the Spuds have found a way to take the pressure off as they reach in and steal it and send it up. Parker Gast in pursuit of the play, brings it back near side. And to the stick then of Cade Stengram. 4:24 remaining. Second period of play. Spuds leading at 5-1. A big collision down low. Battle continues on. The fans in that corner like what they're seeing. To the near side it's played. Moorhead is back at full strength as Joe Corton comes on. To the near side, stick handled away, and the Spuds are there. Another penalty coming up. Aaron Ryerson colliding, and he didn't even wait to see the indication. He knew right away what had happened, and he's in the penalty box long before the officials have even indicated. He took a big hit into Chad King.
Well, he had a feeling, and I think, was it Boston that said it was more than a feeling? Well, Ryerson was on a mission on that shift.
What?
Yeah, so he set out to set a physical tone right out of the chute. The puck goes down in the corner and goes down by the Acme Tools sign, and Ryerson goes to work down there and lays a little pre-hit on a Warrior defender who wasn't expecting it. As Aaron was getting to the puck, hits him, it takes out another guy in the corner, and now he's feeling it. Now he's juiced up, and he comes and catches one of the Brainerd guys crossing in open ice, and when Mark Rice played, that would have been a clean hit. But nowadays, they're looking for those open ice, head-to-head direct conflict hits where...
If Mark Rice was playing, I'd have gotten out of the way.
Yeah, I think a lot of people got out of the way. And right there, Aaron caught him with his head down and plastered him to the ice there, but that will be a penalty every time.
To the near side, tapped out. So the contact to the head is the call. So targeting is a word used often in situations like this. It helps us to understand how the penalty was called. It's a 5-minute penalty, and it will be an entire 5 minutes. As it goes off to the far side, tapped at the blue line and kicked down deep into the corner. Rolls now behind the net as the Warriors set it up from there. Nice job of stick handling by Martin Timmons. Carries it out to center ice, lost it at the blue line. It's dropped back for Dylan Wyckoff. Off to the far side, Moorhead plays it up and out. It comes all the way down. Nice outlet pass from Kai Weigel. And that gives both teams a time to make some changes. Play on the return by the Warriors. 3 minutes to go in the second. Spuds have scored twice here in the second period and lead it now 5-1. Into the corner, run around behind the net. And it squirts loose. Kept in the zone nicely before it's recovered. And then a backhand pass from Cade Stengram. It comes out. Here's a windup and a shot deflected up and out of play. And that stops the clock. 2:34 to go. There's about a minute. There's a minute between what's left in this period and what's left on the penalty to Aaron Ryerson.
Well, there's a nice little hesitation move by Chad King up at the right point as he's able to step around the Spud there and get a really clean look in on Weigel. First one in a while for the Warriors, and see if they can continue this here on their power play.
All the way around to the near side. In this second period, Moorhead has outshot the Warriors 8-1. And it comes back on the near side. Caleb Alderson trying to reach for it and control it from behind, and it works loose. And here's Brady Johnson. Sends it off to the far side of plate at the point, up high in the slot, wind up on a shot, blocked away, rebound, blocked on in front, and it's tipped off to the far corner as Cade Stengram picks it up there and brings it back near side. On the look in. Wind up in a shot blocked, rebound, blocked away. Oh, that was the best scoring opportunity of the night. And here comes the return. Moorhead on the way in. Here's Brooks Cullen walking his way, and he shoots it, just missing. Rebound tapped in against the base of the net, and that stops play. We know we've got a lot of people that are still enjoying the warmth and the sunshine of the skies in either Florida or Arizona. We know that Velvet Fog is listening in and listening to see just how things are done as you enjoy the sunshine and the sunset this time of year. So, Mr. Tollefson, wish you well. To the near side, it comes out on top. Return down deep into the corner as it spins behind the net and all the way to the far side. Picked up by the Warriors, and they'll turn it up ice. 1:28 to go in the period as it comes near side and in. Walking his way along, Wyckoff. Back up on top and at the point for Taylor Madison. Wyckoff sets it up, returns it down deep into the corner. Time running out. 1:12 to go in the period. Wyckoff continues to look in, now sends it up on top. Here's Madison with a shot down low, the rebound. And the Warriors again setting up an opportunity to score, but it's blocked in traffic and play continues on. Here's a centering pass. It goes all the way rink wide. From there, the Spuds are able to play it out, and it's picked up by Ian Ness. He walks his way down. He shoots, and it's blocked up against the pad and up against the base of the net, and a nice job by goaltender Ryan Gerlich to keep the game at 5-1. You got to know that Spud goal scorer was envisioning what was going to happen on that one. Play continues on as we watch the clock run down here in the second period. 25 seconds remaining. Here's Brady Johnson. Continues to play well off to the far side. Down deep into the corner. Up on top, here's a windup and a shot. Blocked away by Kai Weigel. He's having to kind of stand up tall here down the stretch of the second period, Weigel.
Really hasn't. Brainerd finally was able to establish what they wanted to do on that power play, and they got two really good looks that created rebound opportunities with gaping nets. But if anyone was wondering if Weigel was still alert down there, he certainly showed it as he was able to get back, push across, and get those rebound saves on a couple of attempts. And then Johnson finds himself in again with a nice opportunity there.
Sartell now leads St. Michael Albertville 3-0. Roseau has a 1-0 lead on Bemidji. And other games being played in the Section 8 matchup. And with the sound of that horn, we have played 2 periods, and the Spuds will head to the locker room. After 2 with the score, Moorhead 5 and Brainerd 1.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to CASASA members last year. Dana wanted us to hire a marching band. Amanda thought that we should drop 2 million balloons. And Kevin, well, Kevin always wants to use the money gun. Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in CASASA rewards.
Well, we've got some barn burners going on in Section 8 playoffs. Just a moment ago, Bemidji scored to tie up Roseau at 1-1 earlier, or in another matchup, Sartell and St. Michael Albertville battling it out. St. Sartell had taken the early lead, and they have improved on that advantage now 3-0 over St. Michael Albertville. And we got Rosa defeating Bemidji. Buffalo and Elk River, we haven't heard yet on those scores, but 0-0 as they play through the first period. Right here we've got the Spuds on top. It's not so unusual to see a number 8 and a number 1 matchup. Find out that the number 1 team has a 5-1 advantage.
Yeah, we were looking at the game from last year. I think we played Brainerd as well. It was, I think 1-0 after 1, 2-0 after 2. And I think it finished 6-7-1, which was a better third period, it seemed like. I know that we outshot them quite a bit. In the first period tonight, we got out to a power play right away, scored right away, and then it just kind of a lull in the middle of it. Brainerd answered back. They started peppering the goalie a little bit, had a little bit of momentum. Then I think we kind of came out and kind of exuded our dominance a little bit.
And by that, my view on that is that you have perhaps better, more strength, more speed, more quickness with more people.
Yeah, we're just a much deeper team. And then that period was much better. We just kept coming and coming and coming, keeping the pressure in there. And I mean, no one wants to play down there. We got 2 good goals out of the deal.
Rob Grammer mentioned that the compete level for Brainerd has also been very high. In spite of the fact they're down 5-1, you wouldn't know it.
You wouldn't know it, and they just keep coming. There's some pride there. They're just battling. Right now it's 5-1. It could easily go the other way. They've had a 5-minute power play here. We've done a very good job killing it. Kai's been very good, and when he's had to, give up that goal right away in the first, but that stuff happens. But he's been good for us down the stretch, and I think we've done enough to win, and we just got to play better defensively and keep going.
And so with that, the Spuds are 1 period closer to making a trip at a semifinal run on Saturday.
Absolutely, and it's kind of this one thing we've been preparing for, and we don't want to look past Brainerd. We still have the third period, and we just got to keep going.
It's always a tough one to lose, especially this time of year.
And it's usually the one that I get the most anxiety about. Like last year, we were up 2-0. It's a close game going into it. And I think 2 years ago, we were in overtime against Bemidji in the quarterfinal, if I remember right. It's just one of those things you want to get past this game because it's a little bit easier, not play-wise against the semifinal, but just you know what to expect. The guys have played a game. The first quarterfinal jitters are out of the way, and they're ready for the next game.
Well, thanks to Sam Walston for being with us as we play championship hockey here tonight. It is the opening round of Section 8 play. Teams are in the locker room, and after 2 periods of play, it's Moorhead 5 and Brainerd 1.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
As a small business owner, she is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
We asked the team we should celebrate the $2 million given to CASASA members last year. Ben wanted to spread the news with the help of an airplane. Jen thought we should celebrate by giving everyone a cake. And Eric wanted to make it into a movie.
$2 million.
Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in CASASA rewards.
Valley Alignment and Auto Repair has provided the FM area with vehicle service and repairs since 1978. They perform your vehicle service needs from oil changes and brakes to transmission and engine rebuilds. Valley Alignment and Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of Spuds Athletics and wish all the athletes and families a great 2022-23 school year and sports season.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
We'll go through a scoring update on other games being played in Section 8. Right here we have started the third period as the Spuds hold a 5-1 lead. The draw to start the third period has gone to Brainerd as they work it off the far side, wind up in a shot blocked away. Spuds defense covering well here tonight on rebounds out in front of the net as the play is run all the way back up ice. 36 seconds remaining on the 5-minute penalty that was assessed to Aaron Ryerson near the end of the second period. Spuds have it. Here's a long pass off the wall picked up by Joe Corton. He winds up, he looks, and his shot got blocked up into the air. Again, Chad King coming up with a defensive stop as he put his stick down and prevented the shot try.
Nice recovery from King on that to get over there and get a stick on that Joe Corton shot.
Buffalo is leading Elk River 1-0. Sartell is leading St. Michael Albertville 3-0. Roseau has come from behind and now leads Bemidji by a count of 3-2. We play here with the Spuds holding the advantage 5-1. It is stolen away. The Spuds are on a breakaway try. Here's a windup and a shot. Backhand try just missed. The rebound is returned by Caleb Alderson. Moorhead has worked off a 5-minute penalty and is at full strength. Wind up on Ryerson, shoots, and it was headed for the 5-hole. And here again we saw, how did that one not go in? Ryan Gerlich was at the top of his game.
Nice job of pushing across again by Gerlich on a pass coming all the way across the ice from Kraft. Great vision and patience from Kraft to get Ryerson, who had come out of the box and found that little soft spot on the backside of the ice. But Gerlich slides across, gets a good push, and is able to get a glove on it.
Caleb Alderson ready to stand in is being waved out. That brings Mason Kraft in. And they leave it on the dot before it pulls out on the near side, and Alderson chased it to the corner. Catching up to it there, backhanding it out near side and along the wall. It's picked up by the Warriors. It's 2-on-1 as they go far side. Here's a windup and a shot blocked away by Weigel. Loose stick goes flying away as it rolls out. Spuds are there to pick it up. Good burst of speed on the way in. Wind up in a shot down low. Back to away, and it goes. Where did it go? Waiting to see. There it is. The arm to the point. The goal is in, and the Spuds lead at 6-1.
Yeah, nice job by Ryerson to use his speed and get off on the edge, and then elects not to shoot that one and slides it back to Kraft, who is following up the play, and Kraft is able to one-time that thing, kept it right on the ice, and it slid underneath Gerlich into the back of the net for Mason's second of the night.
6-1, Mason Kraft with his second tonight, fifth of the season, to go along with 24 assists before tonight's game, and the Spuds have put a little bit of an exclamation point on things so far as they have outshot the Warriors 40-20. Warriors out of their own end. Sent rink wide, blocked away near side. And Aaron Ryerson getting an assist on that Kraft goal. 1:32, and again the Spuds scoring quickly to start each period. The first goal came at 59 seconds. To start period 2, it came at 41 seconds, and in period 3, 1:32. As the Spuds have built up a 6-1 advantage in their pursuit of a return to semifinal play. Out of the near corner, up against the wall, they scrapped for it. Whacked down onto the ice before the play comes loose. In pursuit, Abe Carlson catching up to it behind the net, squirts the puck loose, and it's battled and picked up by the Warriors. A little tap pass out to the far side. Stick handled away, and it comes near side. Backhanded in, the Warriors will change as Carter Gustafson heads off, and the Spuds track it down behind the net. Tapped ahead, rejected, came back to the Spuds, and they'll rifle it down low. Played behind the net, coming back near side. Still early on, third period. Moorhead with the advantage as play goes behind the Brainerd net. All the way around to the far side. Picked up there in a nifty backhand pass out of the trouble, but it comes rink wide and hard away, just escaping John Finnegan. And it comes all the way back into the zone as Taylor Madison plays it off to the far side. It rolls quietly down behind the net. There's a wraparound try, blocked away by Weigel. The recovery into the far corner. Jace Blythe sends it ahead. It goes all the way down. In pursuit Easton Lammers pushing his way in, pushing his way along to pull it loose. Up on top it comes. Would not be denied. I don't know that he's big enough to be doing that kind of work, is he? Down low, Easton Lammers.
He felt like it.
And he got her done. Into the corner, it's played up on top. Wind up in a shot sent out, blocked away. Kicked off by Lammers deep into the corner. He and Creer paddle for the loose puck. Brooks Cullen enters now and steers it back to the near side. Easton Lammers there to pick it up, plays it off his own skate to Aiden Dufault. Then it's pulled away from him, and it rolls off to the far side, tracked down by Blythe. Picked up by the Warriors. Pass deflected, back near side. Play continues on as the Spuds send a quick pass all the way up ice. Deflected there. Spuds are busy changing. Warriors are busy changing, and play continues. Down deep in the near corner and sent around far side. Here's the return for Joe Corton. On his way to the blue line and in. Joe Corton carries it all the way to the corner. Wraps his way around to the far corner. Then turns and looks up and gives it back near side for Ian Ness. Play now comes out to the point. From there, Garrett Lindbergh sends it down low for Corton. He tried to tap it in, and before play goes any farther along, there's a green storm brewing in Roseau.
Yeah, the Storm is
trailing 2-1. They now lead 6-2.
Made its way all the way up north.
In a hurry.
What a turn of events up there in Roseau. 6-2.
And they play the third period. Here's the play now to the near side. Down low and in the corner, spun around all the way around far side. Dalton Songstead sends it deep. Played behind the net, back to the near side by the Warriors. A little tap on it, comes rolling out. It comes all the way down. Songstead has to pursue it. He tracks it down, and on the return, it comes along the near side, trying to hook up with Parker Gast, and it got away. A long pass into the zone, deflected away by Cade Stengram. Came in offside. Stopping play with 11:40 remaining. 42-22 shots on goal, Moorhead. 6-1 score, Moorhead.
Well, you have the quiet, steady play of Garrett Lindbergh all night long. Just sometimes don't notice him, which can be the sign of a great defenseman, just because of how smooth he is, how well he defends, the smart plays he makes with the puck all night long.
Is that why nobody ever knew you were on the ice?
Very good chance of that, yes.
Play out to the far side, centering pass. Back now near side as they work it along the wall. It's brought in by John Finnegan. Deep into the corner, sent around all the way far side. Down deep, far corner, centering pass. Tapped it in, got rejected, turn it around. Let's bring it out on top and start over again. John Finnegan sending it down low. With a play out on top, it got worked away, and it's picked up by Caleb Alderson. Pulls up to a stop and sends it in towards goal. Centering pass from there to Alderson. Winds up to shoot. He was heading for the crossbar, and it just sailed high and into the plexiglass, stopping play.
Good release from Alderson on that shot. Quick wrister, catch and release, and had the corner. It looked like pegged, and it got deflected up into the netting. Another nice rush from that line, and good look from Kraft to find Alderson trailing in the second wave.
10:49 remaining in this quarterfinal game. They're waiting for the puck to drop, and it does out to the point where they Aiden Dufault. He sent it right into the shin pads of Ryan Heinlein. And it goes off to the far side where it's played by the Warriors. Back out it comes, and it's tapped ahead. In pursuit, Braden Banachke. Down low, out to the far point. Turned around, set in, blocked up. Deflected out, all the way out. And it comes all the way back before it's turned around, and the Spuds are at center ice to pick it up. Along the near wall, Colby Creer turns, and he puts a quick shot on. He had a good angle, and the play was wide, and it comes bouncing all the way out to center ice where it's played back in. And that's an icing pass to stop play and bring it back into the Brainerd end with 10:05 remaining. Moorhead has built up a 6-1 lead.
Nice rush from Creer up the ice again, and I like how when the rush breaks down for Colby, he's going to take someone with him. Someone's going in hard into the wall. If I don't have the puck anymore, I'm going to take the body with me.
Brooks Cullen to handle the faceoff, giving directions to Dalton Songstead before he settles in and draws it to the outer edge near side. Picked up by the Warriors. Returned to the corner for Chad King. King takes a look and sends it rink wide, and from there it's taken back by Dalton Songstead. He got a stick on it to keep it from going into the zone and brings it right back up. Brooks Cullen manhandled into the far corner before giving the puck away. The walk-in, shot blocked, and shot covered up. The rebound came right back in on Ryan Gerlich to make the save.
Yeah, King rode Brooks Cullen hard into the wall there, but a nice job by Brooks to put that pressure on and tie that guy up, allowing Blythe to come in. Good forecheck pressure from Blythe to follow up and support and pick that puck out of there. And then nice job of driving low to the front of the net, and Jace Blythe almost getting one.
Play into the corner. Return near side, and Cullen in pursuit. He got turned around, poking the puck out for Jace Blythe, who tried to walk his way in. Here's a shot down low, sliding across, save made. Return behind the net, and the battle there continues. What did you call this, a 4-car pileup?
Well, that was earlier, yeah. They haven't gone down yet, but here we go.
Here's the play up against the side of the net, and it's returned behind. And then before there, it comes out along the near side. Up against the wall. Out to center ice, got turned around quickly and finally sent off by Cale Coop. All the way to the far side. Brought back by Moorhead as the Warriors complete their change. Jack Arnold sending it down deep into the far corner. In pursuit, it comes back near side. Trying to work it out toward the point. Joe Corton wrapping it around. It came back to the near side, out of the corner, played by Brainerd. 8.5 minutes to go. Third period of play here at Moorhead Sports Center. Spuds with a 6-1 advantage on Brainerd. All the way down, it comes near corner. Battling for it there. It's tapped loose and brought back. Players down. Apparently no tripping. That was an upended play as the Spuds try to center in, and it's tipped off to the near side and returned out on center ice played. 8 minutes now showing. Back it goes. Near side it comes for the Warriors before the Spuds turn it around and take control. Here's Creer walking his way in. Colby Creer had that shot deflected, and the rebound comes all the way out to center ice. Backpedaling his way, it comes off the wall, tapped ahead, and taken back. And then a nifty job by Creer to reach in and poke it loose, take the attack away, and send it down low. He heads off. 7.5 minutes now showing. Spuds came into this game with a 7-game win streak, picking up 16 victories on the season. To work it near side, the play comes right back in along the wall by Steven Salisker. At the blue line, sent in. Ricochets around, it comes all the way back out. This time it came out. Spuds tracking it down to play it. It's Aaron Ryerson that comes up with it. Cycling behind the net, dodging a defender, getting ahead of everybody else. Here's Aaron Ryerson. Down deep, he puts a shot against the base of the net. Bounced up the plexiglass in near side, and Ryerson still has it. Sliding it ahead, he catches up to it and continues on. He's going around the world. This is his second trip. He'll bring it up high in the slot. He's waiting for something to open up. Aaron Ryerson, he's gone 3 times. He's getting frequent flyer miles on this one as he goes down low and gives the play into the far corner centering pass. Worked around with 6:18 to go. Long pass, bounced off the far wall and in. 6-1 Moorhead. Comes near side as Mason Kraft sends it off to the far side and brought back in. Here's the walk in now around the corner. That was Moorhead's Colin Baumgartner. As they pile up behind the net, the puck works its way loose. Comes to the near side where it's collected by Steven Salisker. He sends it back into play, down low. Brought out of the fray by Ryan Kennedy of Brainerd and out to center ice. He got slowed down. Brainerd goes into the bench. Keeping an eye on some of the activities. And so with that play, Kai Weigel will call it a night. He is heading off. And for only the third time this year, here is Charlie Stenjum, who's got good numbers in a short period of time. Charlie Stenjum, sophomore goaltender, on the ice here with 5:35 to go.
Nice to see Weigel have a good night, and also nice to see Stenjum getting some playoff action.
Play goes behind the net. Hasbargen chases it off to the far side. Spuds keep it in the zone. Down deep into the corner, Calvin Stengram for Brainerd. Brings it near side, but it's picked away by Abe Carlson, and out to center ice it floats. Taken by Aiden Dufault, and hands it off for Joey Simonich. He goes crashing down. Loose puck to Hasbargen. Drops it up on top. Returned. A battle for the puck along the wall. The Spuds keep it in with Dufault, sending in a quick shot. Going down low, and it's pursued into the near corner. 4:47 remaining. 6-1 Moorhead. Play along the near side. Roll up against the wall, and here come the Warriors. Cale Coop, as he tried to unload, the head picked away, and the Spuds have it back again. Aiden Dufault trying to stick handle his way out of trouble. Turns around and sends it all the way down. Spuds pick it up there. This play gets underway with 4:17 remaining. Moorhead has a 44-23 shots on goal advantage here tonight over the Warriors. Back to the near side and up against the wall. Jace Blythe rather. And from behind the net, it comes back now to the corner. Inside of 4 minutes to go here in regulation. As the play goes to the corner, the Warriors try to work their way along the wall and out, but the Spuds keep him confined as Jace Blythe, along with, well, let's see, Brooks Cullen looks to be involved in there as well, but nobody's giving way on it. It looks like they're trying to hold the wall up.
The traffic jam this time.
Is that what it is?
This one's a traffic jam.
Yeah, maybe at least 5-6 vehicles involved in that one.
So it does appear as though the wind has been taken a little bit out of Brainerd. Here as this third period has gone on, and the Spuds really using a great formula right now. Great playoff formula, great goaltending. Solid defense, your leaders being leaders, your scoring, but then the secondary scoring, like you mentioned, is coming now.
Well, action has continued behind the play and behind the net. And it looks like a couple of skaters will find themselves excused for the next couple of minutes. Brooks Cullen will find himself sitting for 2 minutes. He was engaged behind the net with Brainerd's Stephen Solisker.
Little behind the play action. They have probably had enough of each other in that previous scrum and took it out on each other there behind the play.
And who was helping them along? Who was standing right there watching? The official.
Yeah, right on the spot. Yep.
So coincidentals as the play comes right in, and here's Parker Gast. Just misfiring there, and the loose puck comes out. Another big hit delivered back in the zone, Ryan Heinel. It comes out. Again, a quick turnaround, goes all the way to the corner. 3 minutes remaining. Long pass out. Taking a quick look, it's lifted up and down all the way to the near corner. Joe Corton to chase it down from Moorhead, only to see it squirt away, and it comes rolling out to center. A quick turnaround back in the near corner. And as Brainerd touches up on the play, offside waved off, and play continues on. Now 2:37 remaining. Circling out of center ice, here's the walk-in. Backhand down, blackhand shot, and goal. Nifty move to walk his way in on Stenjum. He went right, he went left, he kept his play, and he came in on the back side of the play to score, and it's 6-2.
Yeah, Brady Johnson again, one of the more noticeable Brainerd Warriors tonight. Got on the edge with that speed, was able to cut in and get a quick shot off the pads of Stenjum. Charlie was able to stop the first one, but Johnson continued on, picked up his own rebound, and was able to tuck it far side around Stenjum.
So with 2:29, Brainerd scoring. Now it's 6-2, and the Spuds are back in their own end to work their way up ice. And with the play across, it comes all the way to the near corner. Big collision down low, Caleb Alderson. Well, we saw some skating being done in the first 2.5 periods. We're seeing some physical play here down the stretch with 2:06 to go. And the play comes out to center and then grabbed away. Scrambling after it, it comes back to Aiden Dufault. And before play goes any farther, a whistle stops play. And Brady Johnson getting that last goal.
Just getting a little bit of control the last couple of minutes of play here with tempers flaring and escalating, a little more physical play and extra shots behind the play. So the official decides to let him take a breather.
Another set of coincidentals being assessed. Moorhead with Caleb Alderson in the box, and Steven Salisker has joined Brady Johnson in the penalty box for Brainerd. Now out of the near corner. Inside of 2 minutes, 1:45 to go. Here's a windup and a shot down low. Stenjum steers that one away. Deep in the corner. Poked loose. Spuds on the break. Pass ahead, goes off the far wall and deep into the corner. Centering pass for Joey Semenich is covered up and then thrown back out into play, and here come the Warriors. On the near side, it got a loose. Stenjum plays it right back out to center ice. 1:15 remaining. To the near side, it's lifted up, and a bouncing puck nearly went underneath Stenjum's glove, but managed to poke it off to the side, and play continues on up ice. Centering pass right in on goal. Steered off to the near side. Abe Carlson gives it to Jack Arnold. He shoots it. Goes after the rebound. It's still there. Nobody has it. Finally, it's poked off to the side, and Hasbargen has it. Back up on top, and Carlson winds up, and he shoots. To the near side, looking down low. Jack Arnold. 37 seconds remaining. To the near side, the walk-up ice by Cale Coop. And around to the far side, dashed out of the zone. And comes back near side, Spuds in pursuit, Jace Blythe. The pass ahead by Cale Coop deep to the corner. Collision there, you can hear the rattling of the boards as the play comes out on the near side for Mason Kraft. He walks his way in, he shoots, and it's blocked away. Nice open place, save by Ryan Gerlich. And we're counting down. The Spuds have moved their way into the semifinal round. We'll recap tonight's game in a moment. Our final score, Moorhead 6 and Brainerd 2. Have played the quarterfinal round of this Section 8 hockey matchup, and the Spuds were able to pull themselves away with a 6-2 decision.
Yeah, it was a pretty dominant performance from the Spuds throughout all 3 periods, as you had mentioned, getting early goals on each of the periods. And that one in the third really took the air out of the game when they came out early in the third and got the 6th goal. That was pretty much it for the rest of the game.
Moorhead was able to pretty well do what they wanted to from that point on. They were basically just keeping the puck away from Brainerd through most of that third period and didn't want to necessarily throw things out in the dishwater, but by that time the decision had been made.
Yeah, and then you start to look, forward to we're going to have another game here. We want to keep playing the right way and building through the playoffs in the way that we want to play and continue to assert ourselves. So I'm sure there's some of that talk going on the Spuds bench. And then it's always tough when you have a season and some careers coming to an end on the other side.
And so with that, it looks like the Spuds will, well, we're trying to catch up on some scores. Sartell is leading St. Michael Albertville 4-1. So from that, we would think that Sartell is up next.
Saturday, they would come up here.
We're waiting to
Lord
see if
Sports
it's an afternoon game or an evening game yet. That hasn't been firmed up.
Yeah, and who knows with the weather how that could impact things. So stay tuned. We'll get the word out.
Maybe we'll play this one in June.
Well, that would be unusual.
Again, our thanks to Rob Grammer and to Jake in studio and to you listening in tonight. This is Larry Knutson. Once again reminding you our final score tonight, Moorhead 6 and Brainerd 2.